As you can see, they are eating a lot of that fish, and that's actually what's known as their primary reinforcer. And it's sometimes just like we're not always hungry, our animals aren't always hungry either.
Oh, look at that.
So we offer what's called secondary reinforcers for our animals, and those can be maybe a nice back rub from their trainer, maybe a favorite play toy or session with another animal. And you may be noticing I've been asking for quite a bit of applause. Our animals are trained at a very young age to know that your applause means they're doing a good job. And Scooter did a fantastic job, so why don't we reward him with one more big round of applause. And how about another round of applause for our special volunteer as well for coming down and showing off how he trained. Now, an important reason why we train here is for our husbandry care, and that's just a big fancy word for all the medical work that we do here with our animals. Now, we must be able to provide medical attention to all of our animals, so it's important that our trainers be able to examine all of our animals on a regular basis. So our animals learn how to present their eyes, their nose, their flippers, and even their tails, and it's all part of each and every one of our animals' daily routines. And training all of these husbandry behaviors makes any medical work that needs to be done really completely restraint-free, and the entire process is comfortable for the animal as well as for the trainer. Now, a few husbandry behaviors that our animals know is they can lay out for an x-ray or an ultrasound. We are a breeding facility here, so we're able to monitor the health of mom and pup throughout the pregnancy. They can present their hind flippers for a voluntary blood draw. And how many people brush their teeth every day? I think everybody should be raising their hands, right? Well, believe it or not, our animals get their teeth brushed as well too. If you take a look over at Scooter, he was getting his teeth brushed. Our animals are trained to open up their mouths nice and wide, and we're actually able to get in there with a toothbrush and brush their teeth. Why don't we give Scooter one more big round of applause for showing us how we train. He did a great job. Now here at Oceans of Fun, we feed our animals two different kinds of fish. The first fish that we feed them is a smaller minnow-like fish that's called a capelin. Now, because these animals are swimming in salt water, they can't actually drink the water that they're swimming in, so this fish is going to give them all of that hydration that they need every day. Now, the second fish that we feed them is a much fattier fish, and it's called a herring. Now, believe it or not, our animals are with us all year long, even through the winter, and they eat a lot of that fish, a lot of that herring, to build up that blubber layer under their skin, which can be about 4 inches thick. Now, another interesting fact about seals and sea lions is if you take a look inside of a sea lion's mouth, you'll notice they have black teeth, but on a seal such as Scooter, seals actually have white teeth. Now, scientists really aren't sure why a sea lion's teeth turn black, but they think it has something to do with all the enzymes and the oils in the fish that they eat. Once they start eating fish, their teeth turn black. Now, this is completely healthy and normal, and it kind of just acts like a protective barrier against their teeth. So it's a really interesting fact to know about seals and sea lions. How many people think Scooter's doing a great job? Yeah. Out in the wild, these animals live to be about 10 to 15 years old. Now, in zoological settings such as this, we're actually able to extend their life, and they can live into their late 20s, early 30s. Now, this is because they get all the fish that they could ever possibly want to eat. We give them all that excellent medical attention.